Welcome to Master Trader's Weekly Trade Review. I'm Dan Gibby, and in this review, I'm going to show you how we trade climactic buy setups on any time frame, anything that moves, using the Master Trader strategies. We have a technical-based approach to trading anything that moves. Everything is price-based. No setup, no action. Then I take that high probability pattern and I see where it is in connection with the overall trend, support and resistance, multiple time frame analysis. Is it showing relative strength or weakness? Does volume help the bias? What are the broader markets doing? Market internals. And then you just simply manage and enter in between. So let's take a look at a number of trades that we traded, or at least discussed or considered trading last week on the prior sell-off, called the Climactic Buy Setups. This is AMD, daily on the left, weekly on the right. The weekly is not going to be as important, but it would be a bonus if it supports the trade also. So a Climactic Buy Setup is we want 5 or more fluid red bars that accelerate lower far from the 20 period moving average, which is this blue line. Then we're looking for pictures of a bullish turn. There's different flavors of turns. The turn can happen in one bar, multiple bars, gap reversals. Where is it happening? On this one, you see it's happening on support, and then we enter over a prior bar's high, manage in between. Now, the reason these are great setups, particularly when you use our approach, is because of the fluid fear, selling. It leaves what we call a price void, which is insignificant resistance on the way back up. Now, roughly, we're looking for retracements of a third to 60%, but we obviously manage using bar-by-bar analysis. So this one we entered last over this bar's high, and you're just in trail mode. You could sell some into strength, but it looks like this might be a logical stopping point at the 50 period moving average, and we're just in trail mode. And we also sold out of the money put spread on this, saying that I don't think it's going to go below this tail on before expiration. So a couple more examples here. Newell, climactic buy setup, far from the 20. Now notice this one, there's no support to the left on the daily or the weekly, but that's okay. Now this one, what made it potent turn was this gap reversal. This was an earnings gap, so nasty, what we call a gap and snap. It's like the last of the Mohicans saying, I can't take it anymore. It's down multiple, what is that, 8-9 bars, and then you're gapping down on bad earnings, and there's no more sellers left, and it goes higher. So that's a bullish close on volume over the prior bar's high. You buy it, and that still looks like it's marching higher into the void. Cream, climactic buy setup. The concept of greater than 100% retracement of ours, it took out multiple levels of support. And this is more of a complex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bar turn. Notice that it's not going down anymore. You had a bottoming tail, you had a retest red bar, you had a bullish engulfing bar, you had a range expansion over the high of this bar, price void, and we're still in management mode. OXM, this one we're not in yet, but it fell off a cliff. We're watching. This is on our watch list for next week. It is in an area of support. It's selling exhaustion. Ideally, I would like it to just bobble around and do one more retest, maybe get a small little W bottom, and then I just need more of a potent turn on this one. Ollie, we're still in this trade. So this is a beautiful 3-bar reversal. Also have a gap and snap on earnings right at the 200 period moving average. I have 2 long-legged doji bars, which are consolidation bars. So if you were to, well, here, I'll just show you. We'll drop down to a smaller time frame, 15-minute chart. And so here's the igniting bar, gap down negated, and then it's still holding well. So we sold half on Friday in this last bar, and then we're just in trail mode. GME was a climactic buy setup into earnings in an area of on support. You buy where the prior bar is high, and you're still in trail mode on that one. Skill. This one we did not trade, and this is more of what we call a death trend. This is liquidating, controlled selling. The ranges are controlled. Each bar is lower low, lower high. There is no capitulation or reversal on this yet. We're running the ones that are fluid down in a rapid manner and then getting our potent reversal. So I'm purposely showing you this. Is not ready for a turn yet, but it's on my radar. He'll turn one of these days, maybe, or it might go right to zero. We'll see. Next, VRNT. It is climactic. Notice it's far from the 20. It's in an area of major support. You can see on the weekly also, although not needed. And there's no, I don't like the gap down. I don't like the long-legged tails. So this is still indecision. I want the fluid bars with a potent reversal. So that also is not a good example. But over prior bars high, I would consider selling an out of the money put spread. See the $40 support down here. And I'll set an alarm up here, maybe 43 and change, and then see if the options are liquid and so forth, and that could be a put spread candidate. FedEx, sloppier. It came down. See how the bars are overlapping, gaps negated, the range bar uncertainty, but you got two bottoming tails and a gap up from two bottoming tails on major support, so that also would be a nice put selling candidate under these tails. I mean, you miss the ideal entry. Ideal entry would have been like 30-minute high on this gap up day, because then you got a price void and multiple levels of support. Lake, nope. Now notice here, this is another one kind of controlled selling, no potent reversal, and then it had earnings, which is caused this ugly bar. This, just take it off your list. I have no interest in this. Climactics, we want the fluid bars down, potent reversal, not continuation bars lower like this one. That looks horrible. Finally, GRWE. I like the gap reversal. This is kind of a bullish 1, 2, 3 continuation. It's in a downtrend daily, weekly. So maybe day trade would be okay, but also it's a put spread candidate. This one's not the fluid move bars down like many of the ones that I did show you, and we're just in trail management mode. Hope that helps. As always, you can email Greg or me with any questions, and come check us out in our green trading room. Go to mastertrader.com/green trial, and you'll watch us implement the Master Trader strategies throughout every market day, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern with our pre-market review, our game plan, review of opens, gap trades. It's an awesome learning experience in real time. Any questions, again, email Greg or me, and look forward to seeing you in the next trade review. Good trading all.